what we need to understand is this area has a network of buried faults, so it's not something that shows up on the surface. The same network was involved in the 1987 Whittier Narrows quake, but exactly whether it's the same strand because it's complicated and at depth, we'll never be able to say. But it is the same system as the Whittier Narrows. And no, this is not the Raymond Fault. The Raymond Fault is a close to vertical fault that can be mapped. It runs through San Marino High School. It runs through Raymond Hill. The Elysian Park thrust is part of the buried system that comes in very shallowly. I mean, the Raymond Fault would be like this. This is more like this, very shallow. It pushes up the hills of like the Puente Hills and Elysian Park. That's why it's got the name of the Lower Elysian Park thrust. But when we've tried to image them, which is not easy, right? We have to use earthquakes and a lot of computation to try and see what the structures are in there. We see a web. We don't see one clear system. We see several different strands, and we think that they all go at different times. And we need to remember this is only a 4.5, and therefore associating it with a particular fault is always going to be problematic. And Alan, they want to confirm the size or the magnitude.
Yeah, so the initial system, the automatic system came out with a 4.6, but after review from one of our analysts, it's actually at magnitude 4.4. So the automatic system doesn't work with as much data. It tries to get out the value as quickly as possible, and it has to pick the exact arrival time, and it might be slightly off, and so humans still come in to verify, and so that's why there's a slight difference in this case between the first value that came out and then what we find at the end.